Hello dear students, I welcome you to the differential equation course number 1 lecture 4th. Yes, previously we did lecture 3. If you remember what we did there, I have just given you the review of that lecture number 3rd. We have found out the inner derivative of some fundamental results. Suppose y is equal to ax plus b, it is inner derivative is this. You did it in lecture number 3. Y is log of ax plus b, inner derivative was this. If y is a sine of ax, inner derivative was a raised power n sine of n pi by 2 plus ax. Similarly, cos a raised power n. What is this a raised power n? It is the coefficient of x in the angle. You did it. Now I have quoted here some applications, how we apply these results in find the inner derivative of these questions. You can apply in future these inner derivatives. We have to do some more problems on find this inner derivative, where we will take some standard results and we'll find out the inner derivative of some functions. Let me have the solutions of these results. Suppose I have the solutions. I will take the solution of this. Solution of first, I have to find out the inner derivative of this. It is y equal to y. Let me take y equal to cos of 4x. My aim is to reduce this cos of 4x, either sine ax, cos x. That is, I want to get rid of power. It should not be the square, it should not be the cube. I can get rid of the power. You see how I have the formula. It is cos square theta, which is 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. If it is sine square, sine formula, I can use sine square theta is 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. You have done these results in your previous classes. I mean school mathematics, 11, 12 mathematics. I am just giving you the view of that. Now on the basis of this, I will write this. It is y equal to cos square x whole square. Now for this cos square x, I am using this formula. What is this? It is y equal to 1 plus cos of 2x by 2 whole square. Now open this square here. It is y equal to 1 by 4 square of this. It is 1 plus cos square 2x plus 2 cos 2x. Okay, a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now again apply the formula for this. I have to do nothing. I have to replace here theta by 2 theta. So cos square 2x will be 1 plus cos of 4x by 2. Use this formula. This is y equal to 1 by 4. It is 1 plus cos of 4x by 2 plus 2 cos 2x. Now we could express this cos 4x in terms of the cos raised to power linear power. We got rid of this 4 extra. Now I can write it. It is y is equal to 1 by 4. It is 1 plus 1 by 2, then plus 1 by 2 cos 4x, then plus twice cos of 2x. Now I am in a position to write the inner derivative of this. What is inner derivatives? You will write differentiating n times. Differentiate n times. It is for inner derivative. Inner derivative. I have the inner derivative formula for cos. This cos of ax is a raised power n. A stands for coefficient of x in the angle. So here I have coefficient of angle 4, 2. Now I will use this formula. I will write the inner derivative of this. You see how we write inner derivative. I will drop it. So accordingly, the inner derivative of this is yn. Yn is equal to 1 by 4 is here multiple constant. It will remain. Now here 1 is the additive constant. Disappears in differentiation. This will also disappear. This is 0 plus 1 by 2 derivative. Inner derivative of this cos 4x. What is this? 4 raised to power n. 4 raised power n. It is cos of 4x plus n pi by 2, or cos of n pi by 2 plus 4x. One and the same thing. Then here it is plus 2 multiple constant here. This is 2 raised to power n into cos of 2x plus n pi by 2. Look here, let me simplify this. This is yn is equal to, take this in the numerator, it is 1 by 2 square, it is 2 raised to power minus 2, I will write it. This is 2 raised to power minus 1. This is 2 raised to power 2n here. Cos of 4x plus n pi by 2. Then it is plus 2 raised to power n plus 1. It is cos of 2x plus n pi by 2. Okay, take this 2 raised to power minus 2 inside. This will be yn, and the derivative is now in general in this final position. 2 raised to power 2n minus 2. It is 2 raised to power 2n minus 3 when it goes inside. This is cos of 4x plus n pi by 2. Then take this. It is plus 2 raised to power n minus 1. Basis same power. It is cos of 2x plus n pi by 2. This is how we have found the nth derivative of this function, which was cos raised to power cos x raised to power 4. You can similarly do the result for sin x raised to power 4, sin cube. If it is sin cube, then you will apply the formula sin 3 theta, 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. If it is cos this cube, you can write the formula for cos and you can go. Well, let me have second result. Solution of second. This time we are doing the application. It is actually the application of lecture number 3rd. What we did in lecture number 3rd, we did there the fundamental results, nth derivative of some fundamental cases. Now we are applying this application of those. Suppose you have the solution of second problem. It is to find nth derivative of sin square x cos cube x. I will here also write let y be, y denotes this sin square x cos cube x. You just look here. I have the minimum power of sine or cos, it is 2. I will express cos cube as sine square. I can do it. I can write it. It is y is equal to sine square x. This is cos square x. This is your cos x. Okay? Cos square cos is cube. I have written here in multiplication the sine and cos with same power. I am using now the formula which is known as conversion of product into sum. How I do it? It is y is equal to, I need here 4 because it is square. I will write here 4 sine square x cos square x by 4. This is into cos x. This I can write y is equal to 1 by 4. These three terms means twice sine x cos x square. This is your cos x. Be careful what I am doing. This is also conversion of product into sum. Now this is the formula here. Y is equal to 1 by 4. This is your sine 2x square into cos x. Now apply the formula for this. What is that? It is this sine square theta. You can write 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Use the theta value here 2x. This will be 1 minus cos 4x. So I can write it y is equal to 1 by 4. Use this result now. It is 1 minus cos of 4x by 2 then into cos x. Be cautious what I am doing. Well, this result is now y equal to 1 by 8. 1 by 8. Take this cos x from right. This is cos x. This is minus cos of 4x into cos x. Cos x minus cos of 4x into cos x. Here also I will use this formula now. Conversion of product into sum. It is cos x, cos a, cos b. You have 4 results of this formally conversion of sum into. I will just, after this I will write all the 4. This is cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b, because both are here cos. So I use twice cos a, cos b, cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. How do I do? It is y equal to 1 by 8. This is your cos x minus, I write here 2, cos 4x, cos x by 2, multiply by 2 and divide by 2 to write this formula. Well, this is your y equal to 1 by 8. This will be cos x minus, use this result, cos of a plus b, cos 4x plus x is 5x, then plus cos of 3x by 2. It is y equal to, take 2 LCM and this goes, it is 1 by 16. It is twice cos x minus cos 5x and again minus cos 3x. Now you have converted this was the product into sum. It can be sometimes sine cube cos square, it can be sine 4, you can do it accordingly. Well, use the nth derivative formula. Using nth derivative formula, nth derivative formula. Well, what is that? Nth derivative formula. When y is cos of ax, what is the nth derivative of this? A raised power n. What is this a? Coefficient of x in the angle. Then cos of, here ax gets added, angle gets added by n pi by 2 plus ax. It is this. Use nth derivative formula. It is y is equal to 1 by 16. This is 2 here. Coefficient of x is 1. Outside it will be 1 raised power n. Okay, I will write it for your simplification. 1 raised power n. You will understand it. It is cos of x plus n pi by 2. Then here you have 5, coefficient of x. It is minus 5 raised power n, cos of 5x plus n pi by 2. Or you can write first n pi by 2, then plus 5x, no problem. Minus 3 raised power n, cos of 3x plus n pi by 2. Therefore, you have the nth derivative. It is nth derivative. It is nth derivative. Yn is 1 by 16 twice cos of x plus n pi by 2 minus 5 raised power n cos of 5x plus n pi by 2 minus 3 raised power n cos of 3x plus n pi by 2 cos of 3x. Well, this is how we find out the nth derivative for this when it was the product of 3 trigonometric functions. It is not necessary you will have sine, sine, sine. You may have sine, cos, sine. You may have cos, sine. Now for that what you do? I will write all the 4 formulae that conversion of sum into product. Now this nth derivative is found. You see, you should the formulae. You should remember these formulae. You have done it in your previous class. I will write here these formulae. It is conversion of product into sum. First formula I will write. Suppose you have twice sine A cos B. It is sine of A plus B plus sine of A minus B. Second formula you have twice cos A sine B. How you write it? It is sine of A plus B, here minus sine of A minus B. Then third you have twice cos A cos B. How you write it? It is cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Okay? Similarly, you have this twice this sine A sine B. This is your cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. Remember this. Cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. We have actually done this result. Let me take this one. I will take this third one, solution to third. You will remember these 4 formulae. I have mentioned them here. Well, let us see this result now. How we find nth derivative. To find out nth derivative for sin x, sin 2x, sin 3x. How I go? I will write y is equal to, write 1 by 2 here, twice sin 2x sin x. I took first the larger angle, not necessarily, you can take sin x sin 2x, by that way you can also do, it is sin 3x. Okay, now twice sin A sin B, this formula, you can use this formula, twice sin cos of A minus B, it is y is equal to 1 by 2 cos of A minus B cos of a minus 2x minus, it is cos x minus cos of a plus b, it is cos of 3x, then it is sine of 3x. This is y, 1 by 2, multiply by this, it is sine 3x, it is cos x minus sine 3x cos 3x. Again you have the product of two trigonometric functions, you can convert it into sum by, you write y is equal to 1 by 2 is out, it is twice sine 3x cos x by 2 minus 2 sine 3x cos 3x by 2. Formula is here mentioned, I have to use this formula. This will be your 1 2 LCM, it is 1 by 4 here. Then this is cos of a minus b, this will be your cos of a minus b, 3x minus x, it is 2x, minus cos of a plus b, it is 4x, then minus, it is here cos of a, yes it is sine cos, I'm sorry, it is sine cos, it is sine cos, it is sine cos, it is y is equal to 1 by 4, twice sine a cos b is sine of a plus b plus sine of a minus b, it is sine of a plus b, that is 3x plus x is 4x, plus sine of a minus b, it is 3x minus x is 2x, keep it, then minus twice sine a cos b is here, twice sine 3x, use formula, it is sine of a plus b, 3x plus, it is 6x, then plus sine of a minus b, sine 0. This 2 goes here, it is 1 by 4. Now you can write down the antiderivative for this, it is your y is equal to 1 by 4, I will write in order, sine 2x, then I will write my plus sine 4x, then minus sine 6x, because sine 0 is 0. Then you can write down the antiderivative for this. Well, you have the antiderivative now. You have antiderivative, what is y and antiderivative? Antiderivative is 1 by 4 out, multiple constant. Antiderivative of this, 2 raised to power n, sine of 2x plus n pi by 2. Similarly here, plus 4 raised to power n, sine of 4x plus n pi by 2. Then here, minus 6 raised to power n, sine of 6x plus n pi by 2. Well, dear students, it is how to find out the antiderivative of this when you are having the product of all signs. You can have cos, you can have sine cos, you can do this. Let us now have the antiderivative of this log of x plus x squared. How we find out this? We have to find out antiderivative of it is, let y be equal to log of ax plus x square. It is understood it has base e, although it is not mentioned. It is log of, take x common, it is a plus x. How you go now? This is your m, this is your n. Log of mn, it is log m plus log n, a plus x. Now I will write it in this form because we have the fundamental result, log of ax plus b minus 1 raised power n minus 1, n minus 1 factorial, a raised power n, ax plus b raised power n. Accordingly I will write it, it is y is equal to log of 1 into x, b is 0, then plus log of 1 into x, b is here a. What is nth derivative? Writing nth derivative. You write the nth derivative of this. How you go for nth derivative? Well, you write nth derivative. Follow this formula. It is yn is equal to minus 1 raised power n minus 1, then n minus 1 factorial. Here coefficient of x is 1, it is 1 raised power n, by it is 1 into x plus 0 raised to power n, according to that formula you see there. Then plus it is again minus 1 raised power n minus 1, then n minus 1 factorial, 1 raised power n, by x plus a raised power n. Now what is the nth derivative in simplified form? So in this case your yn will be, take minus 1 raised power n minus 1 factorial out. It is 1 raised power n is 1, here 1 raised power n is 1, it is 1 by x raised power n only, 1 by x raised power n plus 1 by x plus a raised power n. Well, this is the nth derivative of this log of ax plus x square. This is actually the application of previous results, how we find out the nth derivative by using the standard results that you did previously in lecture number 3. Okay, let me have the nth derivative of this. We'll find out nth derivative of that one, fifth. I write here, let u be equal to this. Not necessarily always denote y. Let us, in this problem, let us take u is equal to log of x square minus a square. This is u is equal to log of a plus b into a minus b. I will write it x minus a into x plus a. Okay. Then you have log of mn. You can write it u is equal to log of x minus a plus log of x plus a. Yes. Do you follow? We have written as that log of mn log m plus log n. Again we use this formula, nth derivative. So writing nth derivative. Writing nth derivative. What is nth derivative now? It is un. Nth derivative will be now un. It is according to this minus 1 raised to power n minus 1 factorial. Coefficient of x is here 1 raised power n, by x minus a raised to power what? N. You should just compare this. What is the nth derivative of this? It just resembles, but here it is minus 1 raised power n, here it is minus 1 raised power n minus 1. Here it is n factorial, here it is n minus 1 factorial. A raised power n, here it is ax plus b raised power n plus 1, here it is ax plus b raised power n. It is nth derivative of this, nth derivative of this. Be cautious, just make the difference, understand the difference, what is difference, so that you will remember the formula. Plus minus 1 raised power n minus 1. This is n minus 1 factorial, 1 raised power n. What is this one? Coefficient of x. Then down it is x plus a raised power n. Well, you have found out the nth derivative of this also. You can write it in simplified form. The nth derivative is un. You can take minus raised power n minus 1 from both the terms, n minus 1 factorial. Inside it is 1 by x minus a raised power n plus 1 upon x plus a raised power n. This is the nth derivative of this log of x square minus a square. We did it in this way. I hope you have understood the application of the lecture 3rd, where we did the nth derivative of some fundamental results, and in this lecture number 4th we have applied the application of those results in some questions. Now you are in a position to do the questions from this is actually successive differentiation. We are doing here successive differentiation. In successive differentiation, the main thing is to learn how to find nth derivative, because when you learn to find out nth derivative, only then you can use it in Leibniz theorem. There are some more standard results whose nth derivative we have to derive here. We will derive them in the next lecture. Till then, I hope you will follow this. Thank you very much. See you next.